What's up, guys? How's it going? It is Matt here. So I've been trying to do this video a couple times today and always been pushing over almost 20 minutes. I'm like, I don't want that long of a video. So this is going to be my last and final video response to the 9mm is not the most effective caliber video. Now, I already know more of you haters are just going to hate me and try to do more of these comments, and I'm just going to delete you from now on because I'm just sick and tired of it. Guys, when you're responding to one of my videos, I'm not expecting a 5-paragraph essay or a 2-page college written essay with, YouTube videos and website links and stuff like that. That stuff just kind of drives me crazy, and it actually proves something to the entire world, and I'm actually going to get into that. Now, before we get going, I'm going to lighten up the mood a little bit. I know a lot of you guys like this type of thing. So once you check this out earlier, this is actually a video of Noah and me today doing our little workout. So here you go. He's my little helper, all right?
So everybody else is going double time. He's doing just one for everybody else to do. Nice. It's a way to stand with 10 on top. That's it. Modify the need to 50 and get it done. Nice. 50. Here we go.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. It puts a smile on my face every time I see it. So let's get into this video today. Now, the problem I've been having is these people literally have been putting like essay statements on it. It's like they're so intent on 9mm. I mean, I can only explain it almost like a cultist point of view. It's like a 9mm cult. People out there. I mean, I'm going to say this is probably about 20, maybe 10% of actually gun owners. It's literally like a cultist type of view. It's almost like they were brainwashed into thinking all this stuff and saying this stuff. So I just said earlier that these essay things prove something. So let's get into that. What does it prove? What these massive essay questions prove to the world is that you personally understand that 9mm is not the most effective caliber. The reasons I say that is because if you are spending that much time into researching the best, most powerful 9mm round, and you're constantly researching all these articles and stuff to prove that the 9mm is the most effective round, that tells us all one thing, that you have no confidence in the 9mm, and that you need to do the research to reassure your carrying option, reassure that the pistol that you bought is the right pistol for the job. You spend all these hours upon hours upon hours of research. It proves to the world that the 9mm is not the most effective caliber. Moving on. So in all these essays, it always comes to three things. One is recoil management. Recoil management for any calibers other than a .40 caliber completely destroys the effectiveness compared to a 9mm. So I'm going to get into that real quickly. Just because you have crappy recoil management doesn't mean that the other 80 or 90% of gun owners don't have good recoil management. It is not that complicated of a job. There's one guy you should check out. He is free police training or free field training police officer. He actually explained it like this. A lot of police officers are actually giving options between 9, 40, and 45. They're actually given those options in different departments. Most of them stick with the 40 for a couple specific reasons. One, because it does do the job a little bit better than 9mm, but mainly for this one. Police officers are always working. They don't have much time to qualify. What happens, okay, is when they have to qualify yearly. Some are 6 months, most of them are yearly. They usually train with ball ammunition for their 9mm. They'll train, if they get a chance to train, they will train with their 9mm ball ammunition. When qualification comes, they have to qualify with their carry ammunition that the police department provides for them. They have to qualify with that. So what they've learned is, what he's learned through this, he's like an instructor, he's learned this, he's like, more people qualify with a 40 or 45, and the least people qualify with a 9mm, because there is such a big difference between the target ammunition and carry ammunition that their marksmanship dies the second they switch over to their carry ammunition. So that right there should prove to you that 9mm is not the best, most effective round when it comes to accuracy and marksmanship. For target ammunition, it's awesome. Once you start putting carry ammunition in plus P plus carry ammunition in it, the whole thing changes, all right? More people qualify, police officers qualify with 40 or 45 than they do with a 9mm, specifically for that reason. Now, the other argument that they always say is price. 9mm is more cost effective than any other calibers. So I'm going to actually cover that a little bit. So first I want to show this to you. I'm not sponsored. I have no sponsors. I buy my stuff at Cabela's. All right, this is my standard average 40 caliber ammunition. 40 caliber is not my favorite caliber, and 9mm is not my favorite caliber. 40 caliber ammunition is my standard 40 caliber ammunition. This is a box of 50 Federal HST. This is the tactical. This is the law enforcement, so this is the non-bonded tactical. In a video that I'll be putting in the description, I put this in the description of my original video, and no one seemed to want to watch it because I guess they just didn't want to be proven wrong. This ammunition was put up against the same ammunition in 9mm, and it was also put up against Quantity Critical Duty or Critical Defense, one of those, which is a +P round. And this outperformed it. And this is just a standard, plain Jane, non-bonded, jacketed hollow point. And this outperformed those calibers. And one, the Hornady ones, is actually one of the most commonly carried rounds, and this standard stuff from a 40 caliber outperformed the 9mm in the +P. So check out that video. Now keep this in mind. I actually did my own personal research. You can see my crayon because that's all I had available because I'm a dad more than I'm actually a YouTuber. So I actually got into this a little bit. So this box for me at Cabela's, this is all I shoot with. I don't shoot with target ammunition in my 40. This is all I shoot with because of the cost. $23 for a box of 50 jacketed hollow point, all right? 40 caliber. So let's get into this. So common carry rounds. Spear Gold Dot 124 +P, which is a box of 20, comes to $23.99. $23 for 50. 20 rounds of Federal HST, the same thing as this, but this is for 9mm. 147 grain is $24.99. Right around the same price as this, except this is a box of 50, all right? A box of 25 Hornady Critical Duty 124 grain, which was actually used against this box here, was actually used against this. That comes from $18.49. Now that price is pretty reasonable, but here's the catch. $18.49 for 25. Half of this, and this is $23, and this is a box of 50. Keep that in mind again. We're getting into the hotter loads here. So this is another hot load that's pushed a lot. A box of 20 Buffalo Bore +P plus 95 grain Barnes Tac XP is $32.49. And this is 9mm, $32.49 for a box of 20. Then this one's just a cool round. The G2, a box of 20 G2 RIP 92 grain fragmentation rounds for 9mm is $37.50 for a box of 20. Do I need to keep going? 50. And this outperforms standard carry ammunition for 9mm. 50 is in here, and it's only $23. Another awesome round. Underwood, a box of 20 Underwood Extreme Defender is +P 90 grain is $28.49. Once again, it costs more than a box of 50 40 caliber, which outperforms most carry ammunition for a 9mm. Here's the one. I actually had to go to a specific website. Most of this stuff I got from Midway USA and Cabela's and other online retailers. This one alone, I had to go to Corbon website alone for this. This is ammunition that's pushed by a lot of people, celebrities. So a box of 20 Corbon DPX 95 grain, this is the +P stuff, is $25.58 for a box of 20. Do I really need to shake this again? Guys, this is a box of freaking 50 rounds of HST for 23 bucks. That's why I only shoot this at the range. I don't even shoot target ammo at the range. I have 9mm. I don't dislike 9mm. I just can't stand the people that push it all the time. I have a 9mm, and it is more expensive to shoot my 9mm. I have to practice with target rounds with 115 grain to 124 grain target rounds because the carry ammunition is so expensive. I can only go through about a box of 3 20 to 25 round carry ammunitions a year when it comes to my 9mm because it is so ineffective. And I've learned something from my shooting. It's the same thing I told you about in that police thing. When I shoot ball compared to my jacketed hollow point and 9mm, it is a completely different pattern and a completely different group. So stop with it. It is more cost effective. I've just proved to you, I just debunked your argument, okay? Shooting a 9mm is not the most cost effective. It is the most social media pushed round, and it's become such a popular round that all the prices are going up and more people are buying it, but all these social media celebrities push 9mm all the time, all right? So guys, please just stop with the argument. Look, can't, from now on, what I'm doing from now on is when I start seeing these massive essay statements and people have no real world experience, and some people actually talk crap about my military service, and they said things like, I pointed them to my terminal ballistics video, and they called me out saying, well, that just proves that shot placement is key. It's like, you're telling me that a Marine is not a good shot? A Marine rifleman, every single Marine has to qualify once a year on a rifle range, and we have to qualify at 500 yards. I used to be able to do throat shots with an M16A2 at 500 yards away in windy conditions. You don't have an option, you have to qualify. So if you put a 5.56 belt-fed machine gun on a bipod and you're engaging a target, which I have seen, you put a 6 to 8 round burst into someone, most of the time people are going to drop, but sometimes they don't drop and they keep fighting because everyone's different and some people drugged up and all this other stuff. So you have to put another burst into them just to take them down. And people are like, well, that doesn't mean anything when it comes to pistols. No, it does, because a rifle round is designed to stop people, okay, or stop animals. And if the rifle round is not that as effective, then what makes you think a 9mm, which is the lowest spectrum of defense carry pistol ammunition, what makes you think the 9mm is going to be better? You guys forget this. A lot of people in the military have forgotten this. The original reason the military carried a pistol back in World War I, World War II, the reason they were carrying a pistol was in case their rifle failed and they were up close within 10 feet, that they could put a round or two into someone's chest and stop them. And that's why they used a 45, because it would get the job done. And we only used ball. Now, all these people, they think that like a 9mm is some like tactical stuff. And I saw this one guy's like, this isn't effective. And he goes out there, bang, 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 unloads an entire magazine. He's like, this is just as effective. Okay, yes, there's a higher capacity in 9mm. That's another one of the arguments. There's a higher capacity in 9mm. You guys talk about shot placement all the time. And you know what? If you have a bigger caliber and you still have good shot placement, it will still get the job done quicker than any of these other calibers. And on that note, there are some states in our country that they're only allowed to carry 10-round magazines. On 9mm, you need more rounds to stop someone compared to a 45. So why should someone in one of these states like me go with a lower effective round that only has 10-round magazines, because the capacity doesn't matter whatsoever, that only has 10 rounds, when I can go with a 45 that I know personally will actually get the job done from years and years of proven facts through wars and conflicts and law enforcement and whatnot. 45 will get the job done, and it has the same size magazines, all right, and they're standard magazines with strong springs, unlike the aftermarket magazines for the other rounds. Now, some people say, oh, just move to a free state. Guys, it's not that easy to move to a free state, especially if you have 3 kids and your wife has an awesome job and you have bills to pay and stuff like that. You can't just pick up and move. Most people are stuck where we are. So we're not just going to get up and move. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to throw it out there because this is the last video response I am doing whatsoever regarding the 9mm is not the most effective caliber. Because I'm telling you once again, 9mm is not the most effective caliber. The biggest problem with you guys is you are honestly, I would say, brainwashed from watching all social media and all these people pushing stuff. You're falling into their trap and you're going out and buying the more expensive ammo saying that it's less expensive. Stop it, guys. Get some free thought in your head and actually use some common sense. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. If you don't like this video, please unsubscribe. And you know what? If you're going to leave essay statements, I'm just deleting them and blocking you. Anyway, guys, it's our responsibility to take care of each other and protect each other.